Helen, we had a really interesting conversation this morning, and I think our patients would be interested. So tell me, I was chatting with you while I was treating you. What did you say to me?
Well, I've been seeing Julie for absolutely decades now, and at every visit...
It sounds about 100.
Well, maybe a decade. And absolutely every visit, Julie tactfully tells me about sunscreen, and I always know better because I love the sun, and in my opinion, I tan and have tanned really, really well. However, something I wanted to let all of you know who are perhaps in your 30s now or 40s, since I turned 60,
Which you don't look.
Thank you. Thanks to you. All those up to now invisible bits of sun damage are really, really obvious. In fact, every day I look in the mirror and I can see fresh areas of sun damage, which have obviously accumulated over the years. And if I'd been using sunscreen, I'm sure almost none of them would be there. And just to say that from Julie, I've bought many lovely sunscreens, and they are absolutely lovely. I've put them on and been really shocked and thought, that's
pleasant to use.
That's like a foundation. That's made me look dewy. I look really good, but I've worn them once and then continued to go out in the sun without sunscreen. So it's just a little bit of live and learn. Because they are actually quite dark now and could easily have been avoided.
Because we think we're invincible, don't we? And because you always did tan, you go to a beautiful olive colour, and when what you can't see, you don't know is there unless you do a skin scan, which we're going to do on you today, and we kind of share that with people that are listening. So what's the one piece of advice you could give to somebody, whatever age, to do?
I mean, honestly...
So it's not just coming from me.
I think there are probably 30-ish screening products, sunscreen products. I've got at least 4, and they are all really lovely. They add colour, they've got a dewy finish. They're not like the sunscreens of my youth where you had a thick white coating.
Zinc in it.
Just, from somebody who is now in the 60s and showing signs of damage, please, there will be a sunscreen to suit you and you will reap the benefits.
Thank you, Helen. So I think it's better coming from somebody that's actually kind of acknowledging that it wasn't there and then it is there, and it is hard to cover, and we're going to work on Helen's pigment this winter, not so much now, but once you've got it, especially if it's deep rooted and it's melasma and it goes through lots of layers, very, very difficult to get rid of. So thanks, Helen. This was Helen's idea. I haven't had her arm behind her back, but messaging sunscreen every single day. Thanks, Helen.
Just as a mum and a grandma, that's why I'm doing it.
And she doesn't look 60. She looks amazing. So now I'm going to scan Helen. So we're going to look at her skin a little bit kind of deeper and look at that sun damage, because obviously Helen sees her face just in natural light. What we want to see is actually what's going on underneath the surface. So we're going to do that with an observed skin analysis that we have in clinic. So this photograph is just texture. This is looking at any surface oils and pores. It's quite an unveiling one. This looks at inflammation in the skin. Here we are. Here's the sun damage. So you can see through the forehead in the areas. She's got some down onto the jawline here. This looks at it under a woods lamp, another way of looking at it. So it's quite interesting to see kind of what's underneath the surface and what Helen's now seeing to the naked eye. Prevention is always better than cure. So listen to Helen's words. It's not just me harping on about it, as I always do. My patience is coming from them.